Hey, what's happening, boys and girls? Alex here. Late at night on a Friday here at the intersection of Marlee Avenue and Lawrence Avenue West here in the city's North York borough. As you saw, that was a Orion 7 3G on the 109. Just got off that. Look, here comes a Nova Hybrid on the 59, a route that I've yet to film on, but I'm gonna wait till the new Nova Hybrids arrive. And it's a different type of night because it's still smoking out here. When I left home about 10 minutes ago, the index said it was at 8, which is high risk. It's technically dangerous, but it shouldn't really pose a problem because everybody's still going about their business here. So there's the Lawrence Allen Center, which was formerly called the Lawrence Square Shopping Center, which opened in 1989. I don't really go there that much anymore, except going for groceries at Fortino's. It's not really a good mall like it was before. But yeah, today is the last day of June 2023, and the time is 11:05 p.m. So 55 minutes away from the 1st of July, which is also Canada Day. So happy Canada Day and long weekend to all of my fellow Canadians out here. I think it's also a long weekend for Americans south of the border. It's because it's Independence Day on July the 4th, which is a Tuesday. So we're kind of near my hood. I would say a good 15-minute walk from here. But it's been a while since I've done a walking video along Marlee Avenue. And what better time to do it at this hour in my hood? I don't think I've ever walked to Marlee at night, to be honest, or at least the full length of it. So here we are walking south on the east side of Marlee Avenue, and Lawrence West subway station is just over there, which is on the western side of Line 1 Young University. I don't always do night walking videos. Like, in fact, I'm never actually out past at least 10 p.m. In fact, the latest I've actually filmed a video was after midnight, and that was actually 6 nights ago. Because I went to a school graduation event in North York, and it was actually my first time taking the TTC past midnight. So I wanted to film it, document it. So. And also, I'm a bit of a night owl, so, I mean, I could have chosen downtown for this, but I chose not to, mainly because of the frickin' smoke. Even though yesterday we got a respite, it's back at levels that were seen on Wednesday. And the guy across the street was looking at me, and he's still looking back at me. Here's Del Park Avenue. That's the thing too. You gotta be careful at night, because that's when the sketchy ass people come out, and that's also where the most violence tends to ensue. Actually, a bit of a poor neighborhood and a little bit unsafe area. It's actually Lawrence Heights, which is actually north of here. Yeah, it was a bit notorious for gang violence. But where I live is a relatively safe area. If you guys have been watching my videos for a really long time, I live in the, you guys probably may know, I live in the Briar Hill, Belgravia district in the York Borough. And this is the area I've actually been living for 13 years, or actually nearly 14 years. And it's kind of crazy how it's already, we're like halfway through the year, right? It's just mind-blowing to see how fast this year has gone by, and I've done a whole lot of things, and I'm really looking forward to making more content for you guys in the second half of the year. You know, the last time I filmed a walking video up Marlee Avenue, or actually it was down, it was during a snowstorm back in January. The last time I actually filmed on the entirety of Marlee Avenue, it was actually last summer in the other direction, but I haven't actually walked south in a while. So this is the Glen Park neighborhood. Hey, look, here comes another 109 bus, except This is 8151, a 2010 Orion 7NG diesel. Fun fact, there were supposed to be hybrid buses, just like our 1200 to 1600 units, but back then the TTC wasn't really pleased with the reliability of their hybrid buses, so that order was changed to a diesel, and they didn't purchase any more hybrid buses until 2018 with the Novas. So a lot of low-rise apartments here, typical in North York, as well as single-family homes. But there's also richer parts of North York. See if there's any frickin' raccoons out. Yeah, there's still people walking out, but I see the lights inside of most of these houses. Well, except for this one, a lot of them are out. Probably gone to sleep. For me, I go to bed like mostly between at least when I don't have like school or anything. I go to bed between like 12:30 and 1. But with Canada Day tomorrow, I think I might. I don't even know if I'm gonna do this, but I might want to go over to Downsy Park and check out the fireworks. Last year, I went to the celebration. Molassman Square, which is at North York Civic Center. You can see the moon out there, but again, it's a bit blanketed by the smoke. As it says, not really that bad as it was on Wednesday when it was at its worst, but it's still quite uncomfortable, and we're still going to see a little bit of that tomorrow and also Sunday. But we are getting like rain the next couple of days and thunderstorms too, so because of that, that's pretty much deviated my plans. I wanted to go to Brampton this week. Originally I was going to go Monday and then today, but actually Monday it was raining, so I chose not to. And then of course with the freaking smoke, so it was no bueno for me. So I'm going to try and going on Tuesday, because Monday is actually a holiday, so we're going to be entering a bit of some civilization once we hit Glencairn Avenue, and I'll show you guys some of some very well local businesses and what has changed, because again, a lot of things have changed, growing up. I can't really smell it, but it is there. So there's Glencairn Avenue up ahead, and Glencairn subway station. Well, again, that would be to the that would be a block and a half east of here, and there's still people walking out their dogs. So maybe I could have done this like before midnight, but I just chose not to. Maybe next time I will. I still want to expand my ground and do a lot more walking videos at night. I mean, I've already done a transit and walking type of video like past midnight, but I wouldn't mind doing something like that like before 1 a.m. or some sort. If it's like blue night servers between like 2 a.m. and 6:30, then it's probably not really a good idea. It's better to be safe too. So even though I actually wanted to film a ride on the Blue Night buses, because I've actually never done that before. This patio here, Miami Wings. Oh, is this place new? Everybody seems to be having a good time here. Oh, and there's Miyako Sushi. It's a very popular sushi restaurant here. Not that I'm a big fan of it though. Well, sushi in general. And this place here is pretty popular. Pita Pavilion, but it closed nearly about 4 hours ago. Yeah, don't ask me to make a walking video of frickin' Jane and Finch at night, or even like Malvern, Moss Park, Regent Park, because those areas are pretty dangerous and sketchy as fuck at this time, Somebody is playing loud on the Allen Expressway. So, as I've probably mentioned in other videos, this used to be this all used to be typical homes, but they've been demolished to allow for construction of condos, of course. And they also got other homes that are like active or sitting down there painted black because they're going to be their next victim. And this here used to be a very well-known Chinese restaurant called Li Cheng. I grew up going there with my mom a lot of nights. I enjoyed it very much, but it closed in 2019, and it wasn't until last year they finally got their sign removed. So now this is a construction office. I think these are the people that are going to be constructing their new development. I want to go over to the other side of the street, but And I do have a couple of things. Actually, I might even state this on the community tab as well, but I am going to be going away in July. Unfortunately, I've already spoiled it briefly, but I'm just going to keep my mouth shut because who knows? Maybe some of you guys don't even watch the entirety, but I know some of you guys do because the people that comment on my video, they leave like timestamps, like find out like their biggest moments or their favorite moments of the video, you know, and I definitely appreciate that. See like this house here, for example, and a couple others. That's all gonna be that's all on the chopping block, and also that on the fences that are fenced up. Look, and here's the local Pizza Nova. I go there all the time. And it's still open, I think. And it's same thing with Domino's, which is on the other side. I can smell it. This used to be the original location of our bakery. And it closed down, I think, in the mid-2010s and relocated to the other side. But they've recently boarded it up. Is that good? Oh, shit. I didn't even notice it. What the hell? So they're going to actually get rid of this and build a new development here. Oh, man. How did I not even notice that? Yep, Glen Park is seeing a lot more developments here along Marlee Avenue. And especially that the subway is just a block away. There's Domino's, which I actually haven't had in a year and a half. I'm not really a fan of it much anymore. I feel like their quality has gone downhill. It's the same old stuff and shit. You know? In fact, Domino's used to be on that side where that burrito boss is. Okay, here's a good thumbnail opportunity here. Actually, let's get one right here this time. Yeah, because this was in the way. I was talking about this last week on a random clip, part of my series, but when I moved here, this was a pizza shop called Paul's Tomato Pie. We knew the owner there, but in the early 2010s, or actually 2012, they closed up shop. They became a Caribbean place, which wasn't really that good. And then after a couple of years, it turned into this, the Royal Roti. Oh shit, it's out of focus again. There we go. Yeah, there it is. But recently, the business like stripped their signage, but they still kept this up there. I don't know why, but I also wasn't a fan of that place. But the biggest popular spot here in this neighborhood is this, the R Bakery. They have a lot of delicious things you can get, and they also have a good breakfast. Actually, I haven't really had breakfast from there before. Normally, you know, my mom and I, we were actually going inside, pick up a few things, and then go home. But I've never really eaten on the patio. Yeah, I really want to support local businesses, you know. You know, I didn't do anything all day except watching YouTube on my TV, watching YouTubers promoting transparency about their freedoms and rights to film in public. Like, for example, I've been watching Long Island Audit, a great channel, by the way, with like half a million subscribers. who promotes transparency. You know, when you're doing this in public, especially like inside like buildings. But I wouldn't really do what he's doing. I mean, I understand that he's spreading awareness, but it's a risky thing to do. This used to be some restaurant before it became Fat Phil's, which is a diner style restaurant, and then it turned into a Hot Chicks, and oh my god, this space had a lot of restaurants, and now it's been a Filipino place like that since the mid 2010s, I believe. I used to go to that walking clinic here. And this Icon Restoration used to be a floral shop. Here's Stainer Avenue. And this is how I would always walk to the subway, at least Glencairn, is by walking through Benner Park. And then there's a path that'll lead you to Viewmont Avenue and that entrance. So you gotta go down there, make a left. But you think they would have a sign saying Subway, although it's probably easier if you access it from Marlee Avenue. And here's a well-known grocery store here, Italian, called Zito's. Alright, so we're gonna be exiting North York right now and coming into North York. I mean York. Couple of low-rise apartments here. Also forgot to mention, a very rich part of town is actually just east of here, called Forest Hill. Lots of old, beautiful homes. Alright, so at this point, I'm like 2 minutes away from my door. But we're going to continue all the way down to Eglinton Avenue. Now, since I live like around the corner from here, you know, it's like, should I walk to Glencairn Station and go up or down, or should I wait for the 109? Which will take me to Eglinton West, which most of the time, you know, I've been actually doing, even though it's a bit longer than you know, walking to Glencairn, and then you just, personally, when I'm going north, I just go to Glencairn, I take the subway from there, or I take the 14, whichever. But lately, when I'm going south, I just hop on the 109 to Eglinton West. Or actually, before all that construction, I would actually walk down to Eglinton West Station. It's not a far walk at all, even though it's like 700 meters. But that's how long it takes for me to walk on Silverthorne Avenue from like near where I live all the way down to Rogers Road, so I can catch the 161 or the 168. So it's not bad at all. In fact, here's the bus stop I would always wait at. Oh, and there's the local Sobeys, which I have actually been going to quite a bit, even though it's not like what it was before. And a couple of businesses used to be in this plaza too. A different hair studio and something else. But was it before COVID they closed down? Did I just mention we're crossing Riddell Avenue? If I didn't, my apologies there. Alright, so now we're almost half a kilometer away from Eglinton, so I might walk a little fast here. Yeah, look. Half of these businesses here are gone. Like Luigi's hairstyling? Yeah, that's been gone. That used to be right there. And now it's a physio and optical place. And next up is Roselawn Avenue, which is a low density street. Lots of low density housing just to the west of here. And then before Dufferin Street, it turns into Castlefield Avenue. Also just east of here, before it hits Allen Road, it becomes Elmridge Drive, and then at Bathurst Street, it becomes freaking Roselawn Avenue. Of course, once the Eglinton line opens, there's going to be a new bus route by the name of it's either the 164 or the 179 Castlefield, which is actually, this street really needs a bus route because there's a lot of like employment along that street. I've walked along there lots of times because, don't forget, I used to live at Silverthorne, which is if I was walking, it would be like 45 minutes. It's not even far at all, but it's still quite a ways. And back in, was it 2012, 2013, I used to go to this swim school here. My mom wanted me to learn how to swim, so I went there. I don't see any raccoons. Actually, since I'm already here, why don't we cross over? Yeah, so again, lots of low density housing down here, and then some employment offices. Speaking of which, I applied for a job earlier this week. And of course, this is a high density area with, 15 high rises here. And that's why Glencairn subway station has its purpose, because a lot of people live in these buildings. Oh, and there's the K. Gardner Beltline Trail, at least the York section of it. Eventually it's going to connect with the Midtown section, which resumes on the other side of Allen Road. So the city's going to start construction on that pretty soon. Again, it used to be an old railway line, now a city park space. And here comes the same bus that's going to head back up to Lawrence Heights. I can't tell if that's a gang of teenagers or a family. I don't know. But there is a group of them, so. Okay, here's thumbnail number 2. Remember the days where there used to be Orion 5 high floor buses and also Orion 7 inchy hybrids? I miss those days. Yep, it's a group of teenagers. Let's put this camera down here.
It's a bit heavier, but it's almost like this.
Why are we walking that way?
This place has been here for a while. They're also doing some recent work on this place here. Alright, so this is the border now. So the old city of Toronto is on that side. In fact, that's actually the Forest Hill neighborhood. You can, judging by the looks of the homes, you can tell that these are quite old. And on this side, of course, you got the typical homes you'd see in New York. You guys already know what I mean. Oh man, I apologize. Sometimes at night the camera doesn't really like to focus immediately. That's like the most annoying. That's like the most shitty part of it. Yeah. Don't want to get into that. Lucky me, I live in a safe area. If this is like, as I mentioned, this is like Jane and Finch or freaking Rexdale, John Garland Boulevard. No, I wouldn't be doing this shit. No. I mean, sure, any type of violence can happen, like in any neighborhood in the city. Like, I could get shot right now, I could get stabbed, which would obviously be a very bad thing. But this is an area which hasn't seen so much, hasn't seen like little to like no violence at all, so hallelujah, I can thank God for that. So anyway, I think we're gonna wrap up the video in just 2 blocks. There's Eglinton Avenue. And technically, if I kept going west, I'd be in the Little Jamaica district. But I think I'm gonna, after the video, I'm just gonna head back home from here Not it won't take me long to get back home at all. On of course the northbound bus just passed, so I ain't waiting for another one. Unless it's the same 8379 that comes back, but nah, I'd rather get home. I'd rather get home and not have it to deal with. But I don't think I find it a bit surreal to be walking at this hour, because this is my neighborhood. But still, I don't always get to do this. But I do want to point out a couple of things before I wrap up this video. So this used to be a TD Bank, which closed in 2021, and the building, the property was left vacant until like a couple weeks ago, and that's where they actually started to put up for lease signs. Like they got a phone number on each side, and also on the entrances. So anybody could just come in and like inspect this place and get a permit to operate something. I wouldn't mind if there's a if they put a McDonald's here, but I highly doubt it. They might add another bank, or I don't know, because there's already like a lot of the major banks of Canada. They're already situated along other parts of Eglinton, so I don't know if I even see that happening, but you never know, I guess. You never know. Anyway, here we are, Eglinton Avenue West. Hey, there's 1005. But those buses they're not going to last for probably another year or two, because with the new flyers coming in, they haven't entered service yet, but you're going to see them gone. But I definitely wouldn't mind making another night walk along Eglinton, but I kind of want to do that between like Yonge and Chaplin. Yeah, I might do that in the other direction. This used to be a lot of businesses, but they just left this vacant. I don't know how long. Anyway, guys, so that's it. That's all. Whoop. I have the right of way. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. As always, stay tuned for more videos. And check out my efforts as well. And happy Canada Day. We live in a great country, full of great people, great places. I'm very proud to be Canadian. And hopefully, smoke and rain bearing, I'm hoping to go out and film on Canada Day and just express how much I love this country. So enjoy your long weekend. I'm gonna head home now and maybe quickly upload this video and then get myself into bed. So thank you guys. Take care. Adios. Sayonara. Bye bye. Good night. Bonsoir.